So a lot of people are starting to realize that Roblox isn't the safest place for children. In my opinion, I feel like that we all know that there's creepy people at the park. Well, you don't go to a store to hunt bears, and you go to the park or even a platform for children to hunt children. So to me, this is kind of expected, but they have some safety measures in place that you can implement for your children right now and that will help them keep safe on this platform if you feel like it's okay for them to still play, of course. So let's get started. So Roblox is for children 5 and up. With that being said, you need to make sure that the child has their real birth year on their account. If not, you could just make another account just to be sure, start fresh. I know some parents are wary about giving out information, private information of their children. So the day, the month, doesn't matter too much, but make sure the year is the actual year they're born because Roblox will take that information and they will filter out the games that are not meant for their age. Another thing you want to do is you want to set parental controls. To do this, you want to go on Roblox and create a new account for your child. Make sure that you're set right, or just go on their account. And so you can go to the settings, which is that cog in the upper right hand corner, and you can go down to privacy and content restrictions. And then when you go there, you can set the content maturity level on the desktop version. You can go to more. Then you can go to the cog settings right here. And again, privacy restriction. There's a in the privacy restriction, they have you can delete the app right there. But you can block users. This just shows who your blocked users are. Then add preferences, you can fix that. Trading and inventory. Some games allow you to trade different things. So, Adopt Me is infamous for training pets. People get scammed when they go to trade pets. So you can change this from everyone to maybe just the friends, or maybe just no one. There's just connection people I follow, all that. So, connections and contacts, friend discovery, help people who already have your phone number add you as a connection on Roblox. You can toggle that. My phone number is not even in my account, so. And then visibility. So if you don't want people to know that you're online, you can go ahead and turn that off. So only certain people can see you online. Private, uh, private servers. So if your kid creates a private server, this just says who can join the private server on the parent level, because if the child makes a private server, they can say who can join their private server. But on the parent level, you can also say who can join. Okay, so if you want the private servers just to be for them, you can put no one. Then there's connections and people I follow, and then there's everyone. But To me, it's like, why do that? Because then, what's the point of a private server? But anyway, you can also have different verifications um, to deter hackers as well. I'll be turning something, and that that's in the security. So then they also have. So this is what I was talking about those app permissions. Um, there are certain apps that work with Roblox for on platform access to different things. But like I said, some of them, I mean, they're not verified by Roblox. They're just working in conjunctions with them. Some of them are great, but you can obviously run into some ones that aren't. So make sure you tell your child to not go off platform and everything like that. You can add a parent to the controls. So when you do that, you're going to have to make your own Roblox account. Just go to the email like so, and then it will prompt you to make an account. Now, when it prompts you to make an account, Roblox is going to ask you for your ID, which I particularly don't agree with. For like little kids' account, you might be able to get away with it because they don't know how to get into the settings. But other than that, yeah, you're gonna have to have your ID, assist credit card or credit card to link your child's Roblox account. Now, doing this will the main benefit of this will give you the ability to lock it. So, like for older kids that do know how to get into them settings, you can lock it because otherwise they could just go into the settings and switch it from like um, from mild to moderate or whatever, and the next thing you know, they're playing something that you don't want them to play. Or also you can toggle on and off chat. Kids do, oh, turn chat back on. No. The thing you want to do is you want to sit your kid down after you go ahead and put those parental settings in place. And if it's an older child that you want them to have chat and everything, you want to talk to them about what is okay to say and do in game. One thing we never want is for our child to be the one doing inappropriate things that they've seen other kids do and then or other people do and then now they're doing it. And then also you want them to be aware that okay, this person is acting funny and doing things that isn't okay. I need to report this. So constantly remind them to never give out personal information. They may know this, but they may forget, and go over what personal information is every time you remind them, including location, birthday and age, their real name, and this sounds weird, but also the time. Because if they give out the time, and I honestly didn't think about it at first, but if you give out the time, you can give out your location. It's still broad, but it narrows it down more than what I'm comfortable with. I tell my kids, you can say what country you're in. That's it. And to me, even that is, but sometimes they have language barriers. And so, like my one child plays with a lot of people from France. And when they say certain things, she's like, what? And then they're like, oh, are you French? No, American. And they're like, oh, okay. So mm, that's as much as information they're going to get. So also remind them to never follow anyone off platform. You want to make sure they know that. Do not follow anyone off platform. There's no way for Roblox to 100% stop children from following people off Roblox. I mean, they try to block it in the chat, but then there's ways to get around it because they use slang and stuff like that. Like, for instance, Discord. Um, Sometimes that'll be blocked in the chat, but then sometimes it won't because it doesn't pick up on it. And then sometimes people will just put disc. You want to go to disc? It's not going to pick it up. So, and then the kid knows what disc is, or they find out what disc is because they'll look it up on the internet. And then the person, of course, knows what disc is. Next thing you know, your kid's on Discord. And on Discord, you can say a lot more than what you can say on Roblox. And that's where the bad people are really doing a lot when they get your kid off platform. So make sure to tell them to never follow anyone off platform. You don't care what they can get, what in game and stuff like that. Because sometimes they be like, "Oh well, you can get this cool feature or this cool thing for your game. Just go to this website." No, because then that could be a hacker too. So no. Also, teach them how to report bad actors in the game. And if you don't know how to report, this is how you would do it. You just go to the Roblox symbol and it'll say report. They made it super easy. So you can report the experience or the person, because sometimes there's some weird stuff in the experiences too. Remember, this is a gaming platform. So Roblox isn't necessarily a game. They don't own all these games. It's a platform to make games. And anyone can make a game. Literally, when you download Roblox, you download the Roblox app to make games. I forget what it's called. So some of them aren't the best. Roblox still can ban these games and stuff like that. So that still is in their control. You can report a person for doing bad things if they're swearing, if they're, trying to do something weird to you, so stuff like that. If they're just cheating in the game, you can report them and tell why. So they, if it's a little child, they might need help spelling and everything like that, because you want to get, as specific as possible with the reporting, because what they're going to do is they're going to review it, and the person you report, if they get banned, there's a way for them to say, oh well, I didn't do this, or you know what I mean. So you want to make sure it's very specific so the reporting goes right. And make sure that you talk to your kids about reporting before even saying that they're going to report. Just report first. They don't even have to say that they're reporting. Just report. Because my child had somebody saying some very bad things to them. And so my child said, I'm going to report you. And they reported them first. And my kid got banned because my kid repeated what they said. They said, I'm going to report you for saying da da da. And somehow my kid got banned. So I actually looked at the chat. They 100% that's what down. And so my kid had to try to appeal it and all this other craziness. So then she actually ran across that kid again. The kid started saying bad stuff again, this time to another person. And so she didn't say anything. She didn't, say, I'm gonna report you, this is bad, nothing like that. She just reported the person. And then the person that time got banned. So if someone's doing something wrong, as soon as they're doing something wrong, make sure your kids go tell you if they need help, but report them. And then that brings me to my last point, which is have them play where you can see them and check on them. I know a lot of people who cyber school their kids, and they'll put the kid right next to them while they do their work. That should be how they're playing games too. So I know sometimes, if they're on PlayStation or something like that, that might not be feasible, but the PlayStation can be in the living room. Or, maybe you have like a little corner in the dining room for the PlayStation or the computer or something like that, but somewhere where you can just look up and look over. Also, play games with them. be a great way to like spend time and everything like that. I mean, you don't have to be a pro or gamer or anything like that, but just to sit there for a little bit and see what they're seeing, do what they're doing with some of their favorite games. My one son was playing Baby Brain Rot, not even that. And I'm just hearing this thing like choo 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 so war. He just keeps saying it. And I'm like, what is this game? And so I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh. And then I heard something on YouTube about baby ballerina or something like that. Some ballerina. And so I was watching a video about her because it was like, oh, don't let your kids watch this. And then I found out she married to the dude that was like two 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 so war. I was like, oh, don't play that game no more. Don't go on that game. There was nothing really too bad in the game. I mean, you were just collecting stuff while he said that over and over again. But I don't want him to be familiar with that character and start watching it because, when they get familiar with a character in game, they're going to be familiar with that character, period. So, in conclusion, Roblox is not the safest place. But in hindsight, when we really, think about it, it can never really 100% be the safest place. I don't know why Roblox doesn't like say that themselves, but we all know that there are people out there who target children, and so they're going to go where the children go. I mean, let's just be honest with ourselves. But they have these safety measures in place for us to use for our children if you want them still on the platform. Um, I don't know why they did what they did to that one YouTuber. I honestly think what he was doing was really great, but I hope that his situation gets taken care of. He can get back on the platform because we need people like that out there. But for everyone else, please implement these safety procedures, talk to your kids, make sure they're informed and everything because nobody wants to take a fun game that they play every day and turn it into a nightmare. Thanks for watching. This is Let Red Do It. Have a great day.